Hi, I'm Joanna Morrow, Principal and Owner at Employer Benefits and Advice. We help successful business owners build the very best in employee benefit plans. Today I want to talk to you about the three biggest mistakes I see employers making right now in this extremely tight labor market that we're all experiencing. So when I talk to a lot of business owners, the complaint is pretty consistent across the board no matter where you go in the country. The complaint is that it's becoming even more and more difficult to attract and retain a quality workforce. So turnover is at an all-time high, and employers are really frustrated and really struggling with what they can do, what creative strategies they can be employing to really attract and retain a quality workforce. So the first mistake I see employers making is that they fail to quantify what that turnover problem is actually costing them. So employers, before you do anything, you need to have at least at a bare minimum a ballpark figure of what you're spending on turnover on an annual basis. Reason being is that probably in developing solutions, you're going to need to spend some money or spend money differently. And for me, as a business owner, I like to make informed decisions and I like to spend money where I'm going to get value. And unless you have done the math and determined what turnover is costing you, it's really difficult to justify spending money anywhere else until you can compare it to what you're spending with basically on that revolving door. So that's number one. Number two, develop a profile of the traits and characteristics that are possessed by your ideal employee, the employees that are going to take your business to the next level and basically stabilize your workforce. So when I talk to business owners and employers across the state, often what I hear is the same. I want someone who's mature, who's responsible, who's reliable, who is cool-headed, who has attention to detail, is attentive, perhaps ambitious. I want someone that I can groom into a management role, who's actually invested in staying with the company, somebody who's patient. These traits and characteristics that employers are looking for are pretty consistent across the board. So when I push employers to look at their workforce as it stands today and I say, do you have some of those people currently? And they think about it and they're like, yeah, I do. And I'll say to them, often those employees who possess those traits are going to be employees who have children. People who have kids, I'm not, no disrespect to those single employees out there, but the employees who have kids tend to be more mature. They've been forced to be responsible. They have no choice a lot of the time but to be patient. And so just by the very fact that they have kids forces some of those traits that also make them a good employee. The third step, I look at what are you doing in your benefit plan to keep that sector happy. And oftentimes when I review their benefits, I realize that the third and biggest mistake is that they're really not doing anything to make their benefit package more attractive to that sector of their employee force. And that's going to be benefits that appeal to people with families. If you haven't done the math and you can't quantify what your turnover problem is costing you, and you can't really articulate who your ideal employees are, start with just looking at the employees who have children, because those people tend to have greater life responsibilities. They've got mouths to feed. They're going to think twice about leaving you for 50 cents more an hour, particularly if you're helping them take care of their kids. And so that's really, just high level where I see the greatest opportunity for a lot of employers to really sit down and take a more strategic approach to their attraction and retention strategy by putting your money where you're going to get the greatest return. And if you'd like help on how to do that or want more information as to some of the strategies and ideas we have that have helped make business owners more successful and take their businesses to the next level, click on the link in your video or give us a call, 602-903-4047. We look forward to helping you take your business to the next level.